Alright, so welcome to the final iteration of my 3 puzzle levels built in Portal 2. So coming into the first level here, this is the tutorial level to teach the player about the main mechanics in my 3 levels, which are the aerial faith plates, otherwise known as the launchers. So from the previous iteration, nothing has actually changed about this level. I found it's pretty solid the way it is, but again, going through, the player will step on this, shoot a pearl on the wall there and one on the floor, and using the momentum will then carry them across the gap over to the exit. This is kind of the main mechanic that will be used throughout all 3 of my levels, of launching yourself through a portal to come out of another one with high velocity. So that's the tutorial level, level 1. I'll now open up level 2, and again I'll put timestamps in the description of the video so you can just skip right to them, so you don't have to wait through all the loading. Alright, so coming into level 2, this is to build up upon the mechanics taught in level 1, while also providing a little bit of a challenge. So this level has changed a little bit from the previous iteration. One thing is that I moved this side of the level back 1 block, as I found it was actually unevenly spaced. Another thing was I moved the door back a spot to prevent eager players from just walking right off the edge, as well as splitting this pane of glass in half to make shooting the panel over there a little bit easier as you're flying through the air, while also preventing you from putting portals on it from just standing here. So again, going through this level, the first thing you have to do is launch yourself across and grab the cube that is bouncing in the middle. Once you grab the cube, you can then put it on this button, which will angle the panel over there to give you a nice trajectory to launch across the gap and over towards the exit. So if I get my portal set up, throw one on there as you're flying through the air, it'll launch you right into the exit. I also added some lights in here to brighten up a little exit corridor, as well as show that this is where you need to go. So that is level 2, and I'll open up level 3. Alright, coming into level 3, this is the challenge level. There were a few changes made from the previous version, just minor ones though. So coming into the first room, one change from the previous level is I removed one of the levels of portal ability from this wall, just to encourage players to make sure they place their portals high up on it so they can actually get on top of this wall over here. Everything else is still the same though. There's still a deactivated gel launcher, a vertical launcher right here, and a place in the ceiling to put a portal. So if you launch up through here, it'll then launch you on top of this platform up here. And the exit is over there, but again, there's still a pit in front of you. So an eager player might think, okay, I probably need to put that bounce gel all along here so I can come out of the wall as I just did and bounce across to the other side. So in order to do that, they must traverse through this room over here to activate the switch to turn on the gel. Another change I made was I put a glass wall right here so players can't just throw a portal on that angle panel right there and skip half the room. Same thing over on that side, put on a glass wall so when players are down there they can't throw any portals on those platforms over there. So if we head into the room, it's all about putting portals in precise locations while flying through the air. Activate the switch, we can then come back the way we came. Do a little 180 here, bounce off the wall, come back through our portal, and land back where we came from. Now the gel dropper is turned on, so we can go ahead and put some gel all along this top area. So now that our portals are set up, we can launch ourselves to victory. Another change was I shortened the length of this gap, as I found that sometimes player would come out of the portals over here, they might clip their head and wouldn't actually make the jump even though they have the gel set up down there. So that was just one minor change to ensure that players should always cross the gap. And that has been all 3 of my levels from Portal 3. So again, my name is Matt Lienhard, and this has been my 3 puzzle levels in Portal 2.